Premier League is back and Tottenham are back in action at the King Power Stadium against Leicester Monday night. So stay tuned to the very end to get my thoughts on today's game. And we look at Leicester, we look at Spurs, team news, lineup, score, everything. But let's crack straight into it. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to smash the subscribe button. It's free to do so. It helps the channel grow. So it is Leicester, the first game of the season. I think a newly promoted team away from home is never easy to have at the start, but I'm not going to complain because we could have got Manchester City, Arsenal, Liverpool, United, etc. right at the very start. Newcastle, St James's Park. It could have been tougher. That's the reality, and we can't control these things. So going into the game, in terms of team news for Spurs, I believe that Richarlison is available. I think Ange confirmed that he's press match conference, and also Basuma suspended. We know that's also something that Ange did confirm, saying he needs to regain the trust between him and also that he has with the group. He has that responsibility, and he made a really, really poor decision. So I think they're taking the right decision, myself personally, to suspend him for that game, for him to think about his actions, because he's a useful player to us, but I can't be doing things like that are illegal. Simple as that. And that close to new season as well. So brainless from Basuma, correct decision from the club, if you ask me. So Basuma is out. So what would my team be? Going to go through it. So I'd put Vicario in goal. Then the back five, including the goalkeeper, does pick itself. Adogi, Porro, Romero, and Van der Ven. We move on to the midfield. This is where it's interesting. And bearing in mind, this is what I would do, just not what I think is going to happen as my lineup if I could choose. Bentancur would be the 6 and have both Maddison and Kulusevski sitting in front of them. But I think you could make a very valid case for Gray to start, or Bergvall, or Pape Matis are in particular great. And Bergvall really impressed throughout pre-season. Front three, I put Johnson on the right, Werner on the left, and Solanke up top. Yes, you heard that right. Min-son outside the starting 11. I think we're getting, he's getting towards the end of his career. I'm not suggesting he's finished at all, but I think he won't be able to play every game. Werner, I think, will have a better season than people think, and I think he's better than people give him credit for. I think that he's going to get 12, 15 combined goals and assists this season, and even more in all competition. I think we've added players. I think that left wing slot, out of anywhere in the team, of course the midfield, a couple of slots in midfield, but in particular left wing slot is really up to grabs between Son and Werner. So as long as Son doesn't play that number 9 position, that's a good thing about signing Solanke. But get involved with your team in the comments below. But score prediction, I'm going to go 2-2. I think that's fair. I think that Leicester are in a fantastic place. If you speak to Leicester fans based off pre-season, Steve Cooper just come in. It's not how they want it to go. They didn't want to lose Enzo Maresca. They just didn't want that to happen. They didn't want to lose Dewsbury Hall. They didn't want necessarily Steve Cooper. So I'll go with 2-2. I think Leicester fans will give Leicester a lift at home. I don't think we'll be great at all, more than anything. So I'm going to go 2-2. Has goals in it. A Spurs game always has goals. Not so much Steve Cooper's team, but no, I'm going 2-2. So get your score prediction in the comments below. But that kind of wraps us up nicely for today's video. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. We're ahead of the 24-25 season, which is very exciting for the channel as we expand our team, we expand our content, and we improve our content. That's by subscribing, it helps the podcast and the channel grow. If you're not a Spurs fan, we have a Premier League show every Wednesday 7 PM over, hosted by myself or John Sinclair, with fantastic guests. You've got one coming up that's absolutely massive from Arsenal Fan TV, lead judges, so do stay tuned with that. But for now, a massive come on you Spurs, let's get those 3 points and kick the season off in the right way.